This Halloween, there's nothing scarier than an empty candy bowl.
Liftoff of mission 41B, the first flight of the orbital Discovery, and the shuttle has cleared the tower. Every 4 computers now have primary control of critical vehicle functions.
Just almonds, water, and salt. Simple. Like a good walk. Michelle?
Liftoff of mission 41B, the first flight of the orbital Discovery, and the shuttle has cleared the tower. Discovery's 4 computers now have primary control of critical vehicle functions.
Ready, everyone?
Yes.
Water taxi, walking path.
I'm ready.
Ready?
Let's go.
Let's do this.
Yep.
What is it?
Water taxi.
Water taxi?
Yeah.
Water taxi.
We have to walk.
Yeah, we're gonna have to walk. Ready, everyone? And a count of 3. Ready?
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, go.
What's up, you guys?
I'm Tyler.
I'm Shaq,
I'm Lauren. I'm Nicole.
and we're part of
The Fanny Pack.
We're here at Universal Islands of Adventure doing early park admission. And we can get in early, we can eat some food, we can get on rides because there's less people. But we want to find out, what can we get done?
Yeah, put it to the test.
Done.
Yeah.
So we're gonna split into 2 groups. It's gonna be these 2 right here, and then us right here.
The winning team.
Yeah, exactly.
The audacity.
And we're gonna see how many things we can do between 8 and 9 a.m. We start off at the Hard Rock Hotel and we flip the coin to see what would be faster, water taxi or walking the path. And guess what?
Whoever gets there first starts off with an automatic 10 points. That's a huge advantage.
I feel like we have it in the bag.
We have it in the
respectfully.
bag.
I'm slow, Tyler.
Come on. Come on. Okay. It's so beautiful, though.
It is. It's a nice little brisk
Look at
walk.
this. Let's do a little.
Honestly, I think
Liftoff of mission 41D, the first flight of the orbital Discovery, and the shuttle has cleared the tower. Discovery's 4 computers now have primary control of critical vehicle functions. That's one small step for man, one giant leap for mankind.
I launched the EcoSlave on Labor Day of 2018. Long story short, I sent it to someone through social media. Didn't expect it to go viral, but it did. Orders just started flying in. I wasn't ready for this. I didn't have a business plan. I didn't know what I was doing. It was just me out of my house. I'm making products, I'm answering social media, and all of a sudden I'm customer service. It was just crazy. It was a fun time, but I did not sleep.
Liftoff of mission 41D, the first flight of the orbital Discovery, and the shuttle has cleared the tower. Discovery's 4 computers now have primary control of critical vehicle functions.
All right, folks, give it a second to load here, but welcome back. We are STLCC versus Brookdale Community College. This is week 2 of the NJCAAE. A little out of breath, sorry, I just ran over here. As we can see here from STLCC, we've got Just Stranger, STLCC Tingo, STLCC Incubate, Jin, and Thank. And then it looks like for Brookdale over here, we've got Fia, King Julian P11, Bunny Boy Imalo, which is probably Marshmallow, Yezcat, and Chalupa Cat. Love those names. I will say, for those tuning in, I don't know a single thing about League, so I will be doing my best to keep up with it here. It does look like I'm a little too loud on this mic. Let me go ahead and quiet that down for you folks at home so you don't have to deal with that. There we go. I think that should help a little bit, and I'll stay right here. Right here? Yep. Okay. Perfect. I don't know if League's gonna have any sense yet. But I'm so excited, guys. I haven't been able to do much of this for a while, but I am ready to be back in it. First time spectating for League. I hope you guys will enjoy when we get to it. League, for those who don't know, has a 3-minute delay for spectators. So we're gonna have to wait 3 minutes of their gameplay before we can see it, which is also great because for those who don't know, our stream also has a 3-minute delay, so we'll be here for a bit. Alright, and here we are back into it. Let's see if I can figure out the controls. Let's see here. STLCC. Again, first time. Alright, we see Lulu and Jinx over here. Looks like that's their name. Yep. Okay. Figuring out controls. Fun
Welcome
time.
to Summoner's Rift.
Forgive me, folks, as I figure this out. Looks like we've got 2 going up here into this middle jungle area. Let's move over
30
here a little
seconds
bit.
until minions spawn.
We have one over here and one over there. They're both protecting the towers here in this mid lane here. We'll see. STLCC in this little grassy area. We're gonna see Jinx waiting there. That bottom lane. Couple over here. Good setup. It looks like everybody's just waiting right here. We got Karma right there. Hiding in the grass over here is Galo. Kled. I don't know all these characters, so you'll have to bear with me here. We got Mordekaiser, it looks like. Okay.
Minions have spawned.
Alright, and it looks like this is about to push off here. We see Gilo over here. Kled. Good. Gilo. Okay, using this grass to hide back and forth. We see that turret goes up. Alright, Gilo, where are we going here? Looks like we got this mid lane here, I believe is what it's called. We see the little minions are coming with him. They're gonna come up here. Looks like we're about to see a clash here. Possibly. Back and forth here with Gilo. Looks like we're gonna quickly switch to Gilo over here. We're gonna come on up here. We got up with Kled. They're about to start their clash up here. Okay. Going strong. Let's get back to his mid lane over here. See how this is going. Gilo doing well, getting those minions up against that Karma. They're both backing up on their towers we're seeing here. Get this bottom lane real quick. Oh, big fight. Let's see here. Again, guys, don't know what I'm doing. I'm just going to be chitter-chattering probably. 2 here on this bot lane, it looks like. Or at least bottom lane. They seem to be pacing their champions pretty well here from what I'm seeing with STLCC and with Brookdale Community College. As we're gonna see here, 2 of these bottom lanes, 1 in the middle fighting each. Here, back and forth. Nobody's looking too strong here. We got our little jungler over here. Back and forth. Looks like they got some jungler over here as well. They're just going back and forth, cleaning out. Come back over here, we see Mordekaiser and Kled. Nunu back down here. Not turn up here. We're in control. Looks like Kled over here. I don't remember which one that is. Ooh, on the run. Possibly. Nope, he's backing up a little bit because they see that tower. The tower protects the champions from what I've seen. So he's gonna stay out of that tower radius. Here, we see the backup attack there. Beautiful plays here. Back over there, Gilo. Pushing strong here, about half health. They're gonna run back and forth here. Kled's going strong. Gets the first blood. first attack from STLCC over here, getting the first champion down on the top lane. Good plays there from what I've seen. Alright, and it looks like STLCC over here, just on this bottom lane, both the champions just kind of back and forth, taking out these minions. You see, looks like Brookdale is just going to be chilling up here by their tower a little bit. Oh, we're getting a pause timer. We'll go to quick intermission for that, I guess. Give me a Alright guys, welcome back in. There just looks like we were having a little bit of technical hardware difficulties over here, but STLCC and looks like Brookdale over here is just gonna kind of go back and forth over here. We'll go back up to this mid lane over here. Oh, freeze. Possibly another pause timer, not quite sure. And we're back in it, I guess. Alright. Yeah, learning a lot here on my side, guys. Appreciate those who are being patient with me, though. Trying to figure out these camera controls. Journey. Desire and Ash over here. Lulu and Jane. Fighting over here. Let's check in on our jungle. Yeah, we're gonna get some picks over here. Come back up to this middle over here. Looks like they're gonna be pushing a bit forward with this champion, but then they're gonna be using attacks back and forth. Good channel over here. Not quite too terribly much going on for that back and forth. Looks like STLCC over here, I think they probably teleported back home just for some heals and stuff. Might have gone to the store, but we're gonna go ahead and see. Looks like Brookdale over here is gonna just push a little bit. They're not going too crazy far though so far, it looks like. I'm gonna keep this tab open. I hear it's good for you, but I don't know why exactly, but it's there. Top laner is back over here on STLCC side. We'll go back to his middle over here. Oh, back at the bottom actually. Looks like they're gonna channel over here for the Brookdale just to go ahead and head back to their base. STLCC 2v1 over here now with this champion. Looks like they're probably not gonna push too hard on that, so. We do see Lulu over here, just kind of getting some eyes out real quick, trying to see what's up there with our jungle. We're just gonna kind of hold right here. Check back up here at this house over here. Ooh, we got two champions over here really pushing on Brookdale. Brookdale's champion's gonna go down, and they're gonna quickly look back up over here. Our jungler came and helped, it looks like, so thank you, jungler. We're gonna come back to this middle over here. Let me see if I can figure out. Oh, nothing too crazy over here, but let's go down here. Let's see what's going on. Channeling, double channeling. Okay, looks like STLCC did not manage to stay over here for too terribly long. They're probably all going back home and getting some teleports in. Let's see some more channeling over here. Head back to their base and buy some more from there. Or let's head up to the top over here. See. Starting to push up here just a little bit now that we've gotten that champion knocked down. We see STLCC pushing forward, getting those minions backed up just slightly. Alright, looks like Brookdale's gonna start pushing forward here, so STLCC backed up just a little bit. Quickly backing up over here more towards the tower, and just gonna head back out into the jungle, put up what looks like a little beacon there. And it looks like they're gonna go ahead and try to head back to base Dubai over here. Nice back here at the bottom lane. We're gonna go ahead and see STLCC. Once again, up against these two champions over here. They're finding these little beacons of theirs over here for Brookdale, and they're going to go ahead and be claiming them, taking them down, all that. Good old minion on minion battle. Looks like STLCC is just going to go ahead and kind of just hold up here, head up to this middle over here a bit more. Looks like they're going to be back and forth a little bit on this mid lane over here. A little bit of beacon. Oh, we're going to get some... Looks like 1v1 over here a bit. Kylo chasing down Karma. Gets that level up. He's gonna back up just a little bit. Yep, there we go. Gets airborne, knocked down. Champion about half here. Back and forth. We see this channel over here. He gets rooted. He's gonna get down to about a third, and Karma's gonna go back up. Kylo's gonna back up a little bit as well. Gonna try to probably get that last minion. Yep, there we go. And he's backing up pretty quickly here. See what he does here. We see Void Grubs have spawned, which I believe. Yep, that's a jungler ability. Ooh, we got some Ocean Drake over here. STLCC side. Thank you, STLCC. We see 3v2 over here with these champions. Looks like jungler might have kind of come over here for STLCC. Run back up here. Mordecai, they're kind of just hiding in the grass. We see Gylo and Karma just back and forth over here again. Mordecai's are coming out of there again, now that Karma's gotten a bit lower, so Gylo. Put it up here, we're gonna go ahead and see this tower's gonna finally start getting, punished over here a little bit from STLCC. Not too terribly much, though. Mordekaiser's gonna come teleport over here. Flood's gonna be running, back and forth. These minions are fighting over here. We're getting the good money gold over here. Back and forth. Mordekaiser, Flood, Mordekaiser, Flood. They're grabbing each other, pulling each other closer. Well, starting to get right? Alright, good back and forth. Let's head back down here to the middle lane. Gylo's getting some good minion attacks here. The Karma just kind of in the background, just taking some pot shots here and there as we see. I believe that's how it leaked. Anyways, we see a couple back and forth here on STLCC, and with Brookdale headed back to the spawn, getting those store rewards. We're gonna go ahead and see Karma heads back over here. Let's go ahead and top lane. Going back and forth. Pled's gonna go ahead and get that bonus health there. See the minions come back over here. Mordekaiser's gonna go down. Pled is gonna go ahead and run over here preemptively to kind of just play this out a little bit, it looks like. There's a lot going on here, as we'll see. STLCC is gonna kind of group up a bit more over here with 3, possibly, yep, 4 champions over here. Gonna start attacking that jungle there. Start attacking just the jungle beasts and each other over here. We got 4 and 4, it looks like. Big fight over here. We're gonna go see this tiny one over here. Yeah, Jinx getting chased. We're gonna go ahead and back up to this big one over here. Yep. 4v4. We see everybody back and forth. Move it over here on Gylo. Gylo gets killed. We're gonna see, big attack, big attack. Holy cow, it's loud for me. Let me check that out over here. Oh goodness gracious. We're gonna go ahead and see, blue team's gonna go ahead and get that Fan of War. I believe that is 4 over here that STLCC has managed to get off from Brookdale, and Brookdale managed to down one of STLCC's. Tingo over here on STLCC on a spree, getting another champion. Beautiful, beautiful plays. Back and forth. Oh, look at this. Alright, looks like Gylo and Karma are gonna go back to their mid lane, just kind of chilling. Both of them about half, but not going quite down. We're gonna come over here. Jinx is kind of chilling for a second. We see we're gonna... Ash started to channel back, but more channeling over here. STLCC, there's a 1v3 with all these jungle beasts. Silas running back out of there. Kled doing a tag team attack there. They're all jumping in. Back and forth. There's 3. And now we're gonna go ahead and see Brookdale's also gonna come join in. Gylo's gonna try to stop for a little bit. 2 different battles going on here. Such close proximity. We're gonna see Silas and Gylo running, and they're gonna quickly back out here, get those heals. Ooh, holy map snipe is what that was. We're gonna come back over here. Kled is gonna go ahead and be fighting these minions. Void Grubs go down over here. STLCC is gonna go ahead and claim those. We're gonna see 3 over here from Brookdale, back and forth. They're gonna go ahead and clear out the jungle over here as well, it looks like. We'll see Silas kind of backing around in this little corner, just kind of look for some other stuff without having to deal too terribly much. Once again, back and forth over here with Jinx and Lulu with this Ashe. You see them slowly pushing here. They're getting those minions pretty quickly. They're going to push up a little bit here. Ashe is going to go ahead and dodge that attack, but they're going to go ahead and start working on this tower real quick. Spooky. Don't know what that was, but we're going to go ahead and see one channel back home. Lulu staying here down at the bottom. Ooh, let's head over here, see what's going on. Oh, it was a 2v1, and it looks like STLCC Incubate is gonna go ahead and get that 2v1 there. That is 6 champions down over there for Brookdale, and 2 team kills down over there onto STLCC. Gylo is gonna be fighting Mordekaiser a bit little, but gonna quickly back up, it looks like, over here. Run back to this mid lane. Not really much going on over here. We'll back up a little bit. We'll see Silas clearing out a little bit on the jungle over here. Run down here. No? Clearing out that jungle. Run up here. We see Lulu's gonna go ahead and kind of jump in a little bit as well. Dragon just barely spawns as they get there. There's gonna be 3 over here on this dragon. We're gonna go ahead and see. Also, it looks like Brookdale's gonna start kind of pushing a little bit more over here to get this dragon as well. Brookdale sees that one. It's gonna quickly back up. Ooh, 3 over here on that. We're gonna bring the dragon slowly towards this. Oh, we're gonna see Bunny is gonna go down over here. Then they're gonna turn around and they're gonna go ahead and start focusing on that dragon hardcore over here with 4 of STLCCs on the dragon. It's gonna go down pretty quickly, it looks like. Yep, STLCC is gonna get the Drake, get those Monosys. They're gonna get another champion down over there on Brookdale. Inferno Blazes. Ooh, do not know what that means, but that sounds pretty cool. Now that they've got that, STLCC seems to be pushing up harder here with the Jinx and the Lulu. That 2v1 again over there. I'm gonna back up just a little bit thanks to the champion there. But they're gonna go ahead and at least get a couple minions down, get that money. They're gonna start charging a little bit towards Ashe over here. Looks like Ashe backing up a little bit. She's about half now. Let's look over here at this jungle. We're gonna see some channeling back and forth. Head back over here. Zyra comes back in. Lulu and Jinx are gonna quickly retreat here. Looks like both of them pretty low. Back to this mid lane over here. We're gonna go ahead and see Gylo just kind of chilling with these minions. Karma back in the middle a little bit. Not too terribly much going on. Oh, most of those minions are gonna go down there. Gylo's gonna have to focus in on these minions. Karma's coming a little in. Gylo's not taking that though. He's gonna go ahead and start stunlocking a little bit here. Karma though is gonna get that stunlock. Gylo's gonna push forward. Goes down to about half. Karma's gonna go ahead and start chasing. And then quickly back up with these minions going back in. Gylo backing up at right there at about 1/4 of health. Not wanting to risk that, it looks like. Looks like Rift Herald is going to go ahead and spawn now. And we're going to go ahead and see STLCC going to push forward here. Ooh. They're going to come in from behind over here, focusing on Karma. Karma's going to get low. 3 of them on Karma, and Karma is going to go down. Come back down here to the bottom. We see there's not really much of STLCC down here at the bottom. Possibly Ashe pushing forward a little bit. We'll see. Jinx possibly coming back. Gylo's about pretty low here. Gylo's probably teleporting back to get that healing back up. We see STLCC, they're going to get 2 of them right here on this Drake, whereas Fled has to deal with a 2v1 over here. We're going to go ahead and see Silas as well is going to come back up, try to help a little bit. Fled coming to help Silas as well as Lulu. They're going to go ahead and drop the Void piece just to come over here. They're going to go ahead and target a little bit there, go ahead and get that champion down. So now this trio is going to come in over here, going to start working on this beast, it looks like. Yes, that's 3. 4 of them are going to come in on over here. Really just lock in on this jungle beast. Cled's going to kind of drop out a little bit, then they're going to really focus in over here. Lots going on. And we're going to come back over here. We're going to go ahead and see Mordekaiser's going to go ahead and take an opportunity with this. Get those minions, run back down. Cled's going to head back up after getting that jungle beast. We're going to go ahead and see STLCC disperse again. Running back to their respective lanes. We'll see Gylo here in the middle here. Pushing strong. Ooh. Come back down here. Ashe is low. We saw that shutdown over there from Jinx. Ashe pushing forward here, getting those minions. Beautiful, beautiful plays. Channeling to run back home with that low health. We'll see where this bird goes, actually. Doesn't quite hit anybody, but looks like Brookdale's going to go ahead and take this chance to push a little bit further here, get some damage on that tower, and now they're going to quickly back up a little bit. Back to the middle over here. Let's see what's going on. We're going to see 2v1. Ooh, pushing strong there. Ooh, we're going to go ahead and see Silas is going to run back into this jungle over here. Head back up here. We're going to see Cled over at this top, gathering those little flames there. Mordekaiser's going to lose his minions, get pushed back a little bit. Cled's going to go ahead and push in a little bit, but then he's gonna back up with that tower there. Head back with his minions. Back over here at the center, we're gonna go ahead and see with that hero down. They're gonna really focus in on this tower over here. Use that void beast that they managed to capture. Tower is getting low here, and the red turret gets destroyed in the center. So now our center lane, it looks like they're gonna go ahead and push over to this top lane up here. STLCC managing to get this bottom turret as well. I did not notice that. I apologize for not noting that. Pushing in strong here with those 2v2s over here. Possibly a third over there with Karma running into the back there. Yes, Karma's gonna go ahead and sneak in behind. Try to get a little bit of extra over here. Oh, Stranger's gonna go ahead and get Fia. That's gonna be 2 go down over here. Is that 2 down over here? Nope, that's 1 goes down over here. Goodness gracious, it's 2v1 now over here with STLCC. Lulu, run, Lulu. Oh, and then Think is gonna go down. We're gonna go up here real quick. We're gonna see that channeling. Another turret destroyed over here. STLCC really just pushing together, teaming up pretty well here, using their resources. We're gonna see Gylo's probably gonna head back down to this mid lane and go up through here. We come over here. We see the channeling over here as well. Really pushing up here. We're gonna use this top over here now. It looks like Flood's gonna push in, back up just a little bit, let the minions do a bit of damage there, and also just take a second the channel here, head back to base, use that gold and spend it. Silas is gonna push up a little bit over here. Yep. Getting those little extra buffs as well. We're gonna see the minions making their beeline up here towards the top with Ash up here. STLCC pretty grouped together over here, looks like in this center map area. Pretty much, yep, 3, 4 of them right here. Looks like they're possibly going to be focusing more on some jungling. Silas really focusing in on there. We're going to see Gylo coming down here to this bottom lane now that they've taken center lane a bit more. He's going to turn around right here, focus in on this Zyra. Pretty good counter, it seems like. She's taking a lot of damage there real fast. Gylo's going to back up just a little bit as well. Silas is going to come in and help with Gylo. We're going to see here, Gylo's going to back down here, just get some little extra minions. Silas sees the bigger beast over here, looks like. We got a couple of fights going on here. Wow, Tango getting another kick down. Alright, forward, and they go forward towards the Ash. Ash is going to go down. They're going to turn around. They're going to go ahead and see this Karma. Try to go find the Karma. Karma goes in the grass. They're going to hide in the grass. Turns around, runs off. Jinx is going to head towards her, not letting that go. Ooh, slows her down. She's going forward. It's a beautiful 1v1. Jinx is low, though, so she's going to back up as well, because she doesn't want to go down. Anyways, STLCC, once again, back to the group over here. They're going to really focus in on this Drake, it looks like. Yep, Lulu and Silas focused in. While they're focused in on this Drake, Gylo and Jinx are going to go ahead and go back to the center lane for a bit. Blue team's going to go ahead and slay the Drake up there. STLCC over here, up here with Fled, just kind of slowly going back and forth towards this tower. Mordekaiser just kind of blocking the tower from minions and the heroes. Karma's going to come out and join with Fled, and Fled's going to quickly be trying to run away. He's going to get rooted, slows down, about half health here, running off, gets that flame, quickly running away. Karma's going to still get some shots over here. Fled gets knocked off the mount, running away over here, rooted. Ooh. Multi-attack, multiple attack. Oh, we get low here on Fled. There's that AoE ability. Fled is going to use that bonus health there. 2v1, staying alive for so long, honestly. My customer. Fled's running. Oh, another teammate comes in, but just not quite in time. Goes down. Silas is going to come in, though, and he's going to go ahead and get that Mordekaiser. Turn around, get that Karma. He just wasn't going to let that leave. He's not my teammate, not today. They're going to turn around and really focus in on this jungle beast over here. But while they're doing that, we see over here, they're kind of taking a bit more of this center lane, going a bit forward over here. Whereas Gylo is going to go ahead and push up on this bottom lane over here. Nocturne headed home. This trio over here slays the jungle beast, Atacan or whatever it was. They're going to focus in a bit more on this tower. Going to back up, though, once the minions start coming back. Silas and Lulu coming in over here as well. I'm gonna go ahead and see over here. Gylo is just gonna really focus in on this tower, not really messing with the minions, just trying to get that tower down. He is doing those AoEs though. Get that tower, gets that last minion, does back up a bit because he sees another hero coming out. Looks like STLCC Silas was gonna go ahead and looks like he was about to channel home to the base for money, but Gylo's gonna go ahead and back up in here. Sees the heroes. He's just gonna go ahead and head back down, wait for some folks. It looks like. Jinx is going to go ahead and be pushing in this middle lane right over here. Pushing in, getting these minions, getting a couple hits. As we'll see down here, it looks like Brookdale is also looking around a bit as well. Getting a lot of pings over here. Right up here with Kled on this top lane. They're going to push forward with these minions a bit, put up a little beacon. These Mordecai. The Mordecai's are going to back up slightly, get those minions, do a good couple hits, and just bring them closer to the tower so the tower can target them. Kled's going to go ahead and back up since most of those minions are already downed. Let's go down here. Looks like we're getting another fight soon. STLCC really pushing over here. 3 champions on this mid lane. Possibly 4 it almost looks like. But definitely 3. Really focusing in on this tower, just ignoring those other champions. They get that red turret in the center there. Leading them back home. They're going to go ahead and quickly run back here. Looks like they're possibly going down to this bottom lane, but they're changing their mind a little bit. Gylo's going to go down. Silas is hiding over here waiting possibly. We're going to go ahead and see. It looks like Brookdale is going to kind of push down a bit more over here, really wanting to execute that. Gylo's over here going to come in and focus. Oh, goodness. We're going to see 2, 3. It's a 2v3, 4v3. They're going to get the one down over here from STLCC. They're going to go ahead and down one on Brookdale. Brookdale's really going to be fighting here. STLCC backing up just slightly with that Silas and the Gylo. Minions come out. They're going to go ahead and just kind of back up just slightly here. Karma and Ash really pushing that objective offense there. Silas backing up. Gylo's going this way. Lulu and Jinx going up towards this top over here. Looks like pretty much all of our champions over here on STLCC are over in this mid to top lane area. We're going to see another fight's going to go down over here. Silas getting those jungle beasts. We're going to see a couple over here. Starts channeling. Cancels the channel, it looks like. And they're going to come back up here. They're being noted, but they're going to really push at this top turret over here, it looks like. 4v2, possibly. 4v4. Okay, yep. They're evening out the numbers here now. Using those minions to get that tower damage. They're just going to push right there, get that red turret. Now all 5 over here. Pushing back just a little bit. Running away. Beautiful turret placement there. BC 2, 3 of them are channeling to get back home to spend some of that coinage. They got 4 of them. And we're going to see one's running back down around over here. Getting chased by this team, though. Silas running for it. Gets hit in the grass just for a little bit. Quickly booking it out of there. He's going to focus in on this golem over here. Sees the golem. Gets it about half. Runs back over here. Hides in this grass. Uses that ability and just going to run and hide. Karma tried to get in. Doesn't quite get anything. Silas running over here. Getting another jungle beast. Oh, back and forth. Beautiful placement. Running back over here. Silas running away. STLCC's other teammates slowly starting to come back in now, we see over here. Silas gets noted by that turret. Is going to run back out of there. We're going to see more from STLCC kind of pushing in over here. Now we're all in this like bottom of the mid lane area of the jungle beast area. Silas really getting in that jungle beast over there, pushing back, using that grass to his advantage. We see 5v5 over here, all 5 players on each side. STLCC is going to start focusing on those little mini turrets, start working on fighting against the champions. Everybody kind of ignoring that Drake just to focus in on getting each other at least. But STLCC is going to get these first hits on this dragon over here. Get the dragon to follow them. It's going to turn around and start focusing over here on Brookdale. Brookdale's going to turn around and start running away, and STLCC will use that as a chance to start getting some hits again. Now we're just seeing an all-out brawl here. Oh, goodness. Lots of abilities going out. I'm not even going to pretend to try to be able to commentate over that. We'll see one goes down over here on STLCC is going to go ahead and get one down. Brookdale's going to get one down, and STLCC is going to get another, and a third, and a fourth, and then that's going to be a team kill over there. They get that ace. They're going to really push up here. Possibly using that to just really, yep, we're going to see another turret's going to go down. They're going to really push forward up here into their spawn here. We'll focus in on this tower over here. Silas really getting that hits over there. We see one up here working on that tower. He's going to go ahead and go back down. We're going to go ahead and see, it looks like about 2, maybe just 1. Nope, 2 are going to go ahead and focus on this inhibitor. That middle inhibitor goes down. STLCC, 3 of them on that bottom inhibitor. Now there's just two more inhibitors and 2 towers left. STLCC is going to go ahead and get 2 over here on this bottom part. 1 up here on this top, still working on this inhibitor. 1 channeling home, and 1 already currently at home. Kled's going to go ahead and quickly back up a little bit just because the minions go down. We're going to go ahead and see STLCC quickly backing out over here now that the champions are spawned a bit. Backing up, you see another channeling going down over here. Channeling goes down. You see STLCC channeling this last one. We see some coming back from their previous channeling. Heading home, buying some rewards as well. Let's see what we got here. Yep. We got Gylo waiting for his team, it looks like. Silas just pushing in. Just gonna go ahead and get those jungle beasts. Pushing in a little bit farther, backing up a little bit. We're gonna go ahead and see. It looks like as well Brookdale's focusing a bit on these jungle beasts. Silas can use that grass for a second. Ambush this Nocturne. They're gonna turn around. There's 3 on Nocturne. Goes down. Tango's gonna go ahead and get that last hit. Back and forth, back and forth. Beautiful plays. They're gonna focus in on this giant void boost that looks like, I believe it's called. Couldn't tell you fully. Flood's gonna come in as the last hit, and we're gonna get 5 over here on this void beast. We see really just tearing through it. They're gonna get the Baron Nashor is what it's called. You see over here, STLCC now booking it over here. It's absolutely running towards this enemy camp. We see Silas get spotted, but he's gonna quickly lose that. We see the champions over here for Brookdale kind of back and forth here, hiding. Oh, they're pushing the objective here. Pushing, pushing, pushing. We see, 3, 4. Ooh, they're really focusing in now on these turrets. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. We see one goes down over there on Brookdale's side. They get this first red turret over here. They're going to turn around. Zyra's going to get low. They're going to really push forward on this second turret. It's going to get super sad. Red turret down. One more thing to go. STLCC really just pushing forward here. All their champions really strong. They're just going to super beat that one. And STLCC is going to go ahead and take the game there with 28 kills and 7 over there on Brookdale. Fantastic plays, and I believe that's it for that game. Give me a quick intermission and we'll be back.
My dad always looked after me, so now I'm looking after him with a KardioMobile 6L personal EKG.
Good gods, I love Native. Yo, we should give this to the mortals.
Ew, look at all that aluminum.
Oh, my bad. The ingredients in that deodorant are super sus, my guy. Do better. Whoop-ah! You deserve Native deodorant spray. It's got 6 clean ingredients. No residue or aluminum clouds. And it smells divine. Clean, effective, 72-hour odor protection isn't a myth.
It's Native.
Liftoff of mission 41D, the first flight of the orbital Discovery, and the shuttle has cleared the tower. Discovery's core computers now have primary control of critical vehicle functions.
Alright, guys. Looks like we'll be tabbing in here in just a second when it goes ahead and loads for us. But welcome back to game 2. I believe this is a best of 3. So back in over here. Looks like we're gonna go ahead and see a little bit of a change here on teams, I believe. With Brookdale, looks like we're gonna get Agony as Ribbon. We're gonna get King Julian as Zach. Bunny is gonna be Seraphine. Bia is gonna be Misfortune. And Yezkak is gonna be Alistair. Alistar with Stranger over here on STLCC. Yorick, Tingo, Lilia, Incubate, Gylo. Looks like STLCC is also going to have... Let me see if I can get these character names. Probably not. I don't know. Instant pause timer. Fantastic timing. Since that's up, I'm gonna give it a couple seconds. If it's not unpaused by like 45, then I will go to a brief intermission. And it's not paused, so we'll be right back. Alright, looks like we might be back in over here. No promises, but it looks like it. We're so good. I mean, we're at this freeze frame screen over here. Good question if we'll be going or not. I believe it looks like we slightly changed up a little bit over here on STLCC side, besides just our champions. But I believe that there's no longer a STLCC side. Over here is. Yep. Yep, just a couple changes. Nothing too crazy for players. But then after characters, looks like we're going to go ahead and see basically almost an entire team change.
30 seconds.
Varus over here. I see Varus, Leona. We're going to keep the Gylo, it looks like. We're going to go to Lilia. And up here at the top, we're gonna have Yorick, possibly? Possibly, not fully sure. Looks like Liliana and possibly Gylo might be going to this mid lane over here, not fully certain. Varus and Leona over at the minion, over in this area over here. I'm gonna come right back up over here with Riven as well. I wanna see Yorick hiding in the grass over here for just a bit. We're gonna see some back and forth already, it looks like, with over here. A little bit of back and forth over here on STLCC and Brookdale. We do see a change in side, so that is throwing me off, so you might have to give me a little bit of leeway here on that. I do apologize. But so far, this Gylo Seraphine matchup's not looking too bad, it looks like. Back and forth with Gylo. Being a short range character is a little bit harder for Gylo to get attacked over here on Seraphine without getting targeted first. So, I mean, Gylo's gonna go ahead and back up here, losing about a third of that health after dealing with the minions. Let's go down to the bottom lane over here. See some back and forth over here. Nothing too crazy happening at the moment, it looks like. Heading up to top lane over here. See, Riven's really pushing up a bit over here. Gets that level up with those minions. He's gonna go really towards here with that Yorick. Gets a good stun there. Gets him about half. A little less than the half and third. Backs up just a little bit. Head back over here with the Gylo and the Seraphine. Nothing too crazy. Gylo's gonna back up a little bit over here. Back down here at this bottom lane. I see about matching health here. Misfortune's a little lower than everybody else. Really just back and forth on these minions. Leona hiding in the grass over here, waiting for a second. Just healing up for a little bit. We're gonna get first blood, it looks like, up here from Riven. Sorry that I missed that, but a beautiful first blood, it looks like. Back and forth over here from Gylo and Seraphine. Gylo's not having a great time, it looks over here. Not a perfect matchup. We're gonna see some go down over here. We're gonna go ahead and see STLCC is going to push in a bit, back up a little bit though with that Alistair. Let's come over here, see what's going on with the Seraphine, Riven, and the Lilia. Yeah. Lilia is going to go ahead and push forward back here, backs up really quick, gets back in with the Gaio. The Gaio is going to go push forward over here, gets in on that Riven. Incubate is going to go ahead and get Agony down. There's 2v1 over here with that Seraphine. Lilia really low. Gaio is going to push in, get that double kill, and is going to head back down over here. We're going to see Yorick just kind of fighting these minions up here. STLCC pushing a bit over here, backing up a little bit with that Varus and Leona. But they did get a little bit of damage over here, it looks like. Pushing forward just slightly, waiting for them to focus in on those minions a little more and getting those long-range attacks. They're pushing in a little bit over here, pushing up with their minions, it looks like. Gonna use some long-range. Push up a little bit. They're gonna back up just enough since their minions are all down, so they're gonna wait for those guys to come back up to them. Good plays over here. Well, let's head back up over here. We see Seraphine's just gonna go ahead and kind of chill in this middle lane, not push forward too much with these minions. Get them knocked down. It's just gonna kind of head over here, it looks like, over towards this jungle area a bit more. Possibly, yeah, they're gonna meet up with Liliana. They're gonna turn around and not deal with that, it looks like. Both of them are just gonna go ahead and throw out some attacks. Seraphine's gonna get a little bit of damage. Liliana's just gonna go ahead and focus in over here. Stranger is gonna go ahead and go down, it looks like. Riven's gonna go ahead and get that another attack. Back and forth a little bit over here. Head back down to this bottom lane. We're gonna go ahead and see Leona and Varus fighting it out a bit over here. With these minions. They're gonna go ahead and both channel back home to spawn, it looks like. Gaio is gonna come over here and focus in, back up a little bit with that Seraphine. We're gonna go ahead and see, it looks like this top lane is gonna go ahead and teleport back home. So Yorick is gonna run back in here with these minions, just try to get them down a little bit so they don't take down that tower. Gaio really pushing in with those minions a little bit as well. He's gonna go ahead and get a couple attacks in. Seraphine definitely focusing in though. Backs up just a little bit, as Gaio does as well since his minions are all gone. STLCC, we got 3 over here. Lily's focusing in a little bit on these jungle area over here. STLCC is going to go ahead and push down again with their Leona and their Varus over here. Focusing in on this Alistair and Misfortune. Leona trying to go ahead and go back here. Try to get in from the side, not quite successful. Gets spotted by that tower. Back in with the Varus over here. Back here up this top, we're gonna go ahead and see Riven and Yorick kind of back and forth over here. Yorick seems to be a little antsy now that Riven's been able to get them down twice. Coming up over here, Gaio is gonna go ahead and push down. Red team is gonna go ahead and get that feat. They're gonna push up over here, back up a little bit because these minions. Look at this over here, up here with the Yorick and the Riven. Still just back and forth those minions. Gaio and Seraphine's getting low over here. Gaio's pushing up forward a little bit. Gets another pick on that minion. Hides a little bit behind the minions. Goes up. Sees that the minions are just 2 of them. It's going to go low. Backs up. Waits for his minions over here. We're going to go ahead and see it. STLCC is going to go 3v1 this dragon over here, it looks like. Really focusing in. We're going to go ahead and see. It looks like one of Brookdale's going to teleport home. We're going to get a 4v1 on this dragon. All really focusing on this dragon. Going to go ahead and get that Mountain Drake, STLCC. And then they're going to go ahead and push down here. Really coming back quickly, getting those minions before they get to that tower over there. Leona and Varus focusing in on there, backing up just a little bit. We're going to see Gaio doing the same thing up here. And we're just going to see Yorick just kind of focusing in over here. He's going to push down with that little minion that he's got up there. They're going to focus in over here, push in a bit forward, hide a little bit, get those extra hits. You're going to see over here, looks like Brookdale kind of just getting some jungling done. Gallo over here just staying on his tower over here. We're going to go ahead and see a teleport over here back home. Leaving this bottom lane on right here just undefended pretty much. I mean, they got the minions, but no champions. Mid lane over here, Gaio's back with the Seraphine. Looks like we're possibly going to go ahead and see 2, maybe 3 come up here to this top lane. We see Varus comes up. Riven sees the Varus. Backs up just a little bit, not too terribly much. Looks like Leona is going to come in as well with that Alistair and Riven. Backs up, comes back over here. Gonna push forward over here, and Leona's just kind of gonna come back in the back. Void Grubs have spawned. Gallo's gonna go ahead and go down, and Seraphine's gonna go ahead and push up over here to come get these Void Grubs as well. Lilana is gonna go ahead and use that as a chance of them focusing on the Void Grubs to go ahead and get this smaller one. We see STLCC's Varus and Leona kind of focusing them over here. They're gonna come try to help with these Void Grubs, or at least kind of help with these champions, it looks like. Down here at the bottom, we're gonna go ahead and see Yorick here. Red team has stolen the grub, so they managed to get that last second, it looks like. Looks like then they got out of there pretty quickly. Liliana's still focusing in on that. I see Varus and Leona are gonna focus in on this top lane over here, leaving this Riven to do 1v2. Possibly backing up a little bit. Really getting close to that tower finally. Looks like for STLCC, backing up a little bit though. They're both gonna back up here. Looks like Varus started channel, canceled that out. We're gonna come down here. Looks like we might be having a fight. Yep, Yorick's gonna get targeted by that Alistair. Alistair's gonna push forward. He's gonna channel him into a ring there. Gets stunned. The Seraphine's gonna book it as well. Misfortune's up there as well as that Zac. Yorick running here, running, goes down. That 4v1, unfortunate. We're gonna come over here though, and it looks like we're gonna have a 2v1 possibly. You see some channeling from both of them over here though on STLCC with the Varus and the forgot that character's name, doesn't matter now. Lilith's gonna push forward over here, try to keep eyes on this tower, protect it up a little bit. Not let it get hit too bad. Focusing on these minions a bit. Take them out. Not letting them focus in on the tower too terribly much. We're gonna see, it looks like Brookdale's gonna push in over here. Galen is just... Gylo is just getting targeted by this Riven. Runs into this grass. Tries to run. Getting low. Gets channeled. Tries to start channeling and gets down. Unfortunate. STLCC, it looks like all 5 over here on Brookdale on this center lane. Leona's unquite sure what to do on the center tower just by themselves, back and forth, debating whether to hit or not. Looks like Brookdale's gonna go ahead and back up a little bit here though. We get 4 channeling, all headed home. They kind of cancel one over here from Liliana. And this Varus is gonna push forward a little bit over here with the Liliana. Liliana's gonna go ahead and channel back. We see Yorick and Leona over here in the center lane, kind of pushing a little bit. Looks like Seraphine's gonna go ahead and channel back as well. They're gonna push up, back out a little bit. Seraphine canceled, it looks like, on that channel. We get that level up from Gylo. Down here in this bottom lane over here with the Varus and the Misfortune over here. Both of them are gonna be pushing forward, backing up a little bit, pushing forward. Varus is gonna go ahead and start over here. Leona's gonna come join in. Looks like they might start focusing on this tower now. Yep, Leona's gonna go ahead and get a couple hits, back up pretty quickly. We're gonna see the minions go down for STLCC, so they're gonna back up. Center over here. Looks like we're gonna go ahead and have a couple over here. Gaio's starting to get targeted, but then Liliana comes in, so then they're gonna back up, it looks like, over here. They're gonna focus on all minions, try to get some hits on Liana. Liana gets hit by a hidden Alistair. They're both gonna run over here, get stunned. Liliana's doing a couple hits, backs up. Gaio gets stunned. Liliana hits over to that tower. Gaio gets knocked off. Airborne over here. Now we got 3v2. Liliana's super low over here, running out of that. Getting out of there. Gaio is going to go ahead and go down. Leon is going to hide in this grass for just a second here. Just kind of panic for a second. It's going to go ahead and focus in on these jungle beasts for a little bit, it looks like, instead. Dragon has spawned. We come back down here. Looks like STLCC's got one channeling. Not really focusing too much on towers, it looks like. Seraphine's going to go ahead and come over here. They're going to try to focus in on this Drake, it looks like. STLCC's got this York here up at this top lane. 3 over here on STLCC. Liliana's still a bit low. Didn't teleport out. Leona's going to go ahead and get a little bit. Liliana's going to go ahead and channel back home, it looks like. Sorry for that peeking a little bit right there. My bad. Leona's going to back and forth here. Seraphine's going to go ahead and start doing a little bit of damage on these little turrets, it looks like. I think that's what they are. Leona and Varus are both going to look around. Alistair's going to go ahead and charge in on this Leona with that Zac. Varus is going to run in and run out, back up, giving that Leona a bit, gets a couple of hits. It's a 4-5 there. We're going to go ahead and see they go down really fast from STLCC with that 5v1, unfortunately. Looks like they're going to start targeting this Drake over here. Yorick is going to go ahead and take this chance of them being not at this tower and defending to go in, go forward on this tower, take out these minions, and really just try to get this since they can't really focus in on the Drake over here. Gaio's going to go ahead and push forward too. Riven's going to go ahead and back up. Blue team's going to get the Drake, but Yorick is possibly going to go ahead and get this tower. Backs up though, doesn't quite get the tower. Interesting play there. As far as I know, I don't really know much about League, so I couldn't tell you. Forest is gonna go ahead and attack these minions, back up a little bit. Misfortune gets a pick over there, runs back. Looks like we're gonna go ahead and see Gaio and Alistair at it here. And then we'll see Zach pushing in over here. He's gonna back up a little bit though. Alistair's running over here to this side. We're gonna see Seraphine comes on back. Now we're gonna see over here, it looks like Riven's gonna go ahead and also take advantage of not being at that tower. Yorick's quickly teleporting back in though, says, hey, don't mess with my tower. Down here at the bottom, looks like we got Leona and Varus. They're kind of focusing in a little bit on minions here. Back and forth, back and forth. They see that Alistair backing up a little bit. They get those minions back up. Focusing in a little bit over here, it looks like. We're going to get a bit closer to the tower, back up. Turret plating has fallen, making the towers more susceptible to damage. So it looks like Brookdale's going to push in a little bit over here. Let's look at this one over here. STLCC. Oh, Tingo goes down. Get another one. Gaio's going to try to run out of there. Gaio goes down. Agony is on a rampage. Yorick sees that. Backs up, says, not for me. Let's see. Back down here at the bottom over here, we see the Leona and Varus fighting on this Alistair and Misfortune. Nothing on the Misfortune. Alistair's about half health, though. Minions are doing tiny bit of damage. But they're going to go ahead and get that one last minion there for STLCC. And then they're going to go ahead and back up for STLCC. Whereas Alistair's going to go ahead and a little side mission here. Yorick and Riven back at it again. Both of them kind of back and forth here. Riven definitely pushing stronger than that Yorick. Yorick being more on the defensive here. Blue team goes ahead and destroys that first turret down. Where was it? I believe the center one. Yes, ma'am. Yes, sir, ma'am. All that jazz. We're gonna get that first turret. We're gonna run over here. See that Rift Herald down here at the bottom. We're getting some channeling. STLCC also channeling over here. Pretty close. We're gonna go ahead and see this Rift character over here. It's getting low. STLCC is gonna try to come in a little bit, get a little bit of damage. They said, yeah, we remember that. We're not letting that happen. So we're gonna get 2 over here. 3, 4, 3 from STLCC against this 5. 1 goes down over here. The STLCC is goofing up. They get almost another one. Alistair runs off. STLCC pushes in. They got all 5 over here now. They shut that down. Blue turret gets destroyed. They're pushing out over here. This leaves 2 over here for Brookdale. Brookdale's not going to quite get it. STLCC is going to go ahead and get that Rift Herald. Then they're going to go ahead and push up over here. Turn around, get those minions, not let them push forward. Looks like they're going to split off a little bit here. And run back to their respective lanes, possibly. Red team summons the Rift Herald over here, and they're going to go ahead and use that to take this tower over here. Big damage from that charge. Really lock in on that tower. Jump out of the way. Misfortune's going to use that ultimate there. Push forward. They're going to back up real quickly, it looks like STLCC side over here. And they're going to really focus in on this minion, it looks like. Back up just slightly. Oh, goodness. That Eternal Ring's going to come out. We're going to go ahead and see some channeling. Head back to bases over here. Varus is going to push forward. Not seeing any heroes. He's going to focus in on that tower. Get a couple of hits on it. Back up a little bit and starts focusing on the minions. Leaves the minions to their own battle over here. And we're going to go ahead and see. It looks like 1, 2, possibly 3. Yep, 3 over here on Brookdale focusing in. STLCC backing up just a little bit. They're going to go ahead and get a couple hits as well. Back up. We see channeling from that. Leonin. We see a little bit of damage over here. Seraphine says, not today. Gaio is going to come down the center lane again. We see Riven up here pushing past the tower. Instead of working on the tower, just pushing past the tower to focus in on these minions. We see Yorick from STLCC is going to come in. Back up. Riven's going to dump out of there. We'll come back over here. It looks like Lilith and Gaio are going to push a little bit over here. We see that Riven running back over here towards the center lane. We see a bit of a fighting going down over here. Leona and Varus over here against the Seraphine Zach, and now an Alistair pushing in, but we're going to see the Gaio and Liliana. This is very get a 4v3. You see low Leona. Leona jumps out of there. Gaio's gonna get low. Gaio's gonna go ahead and get that one pick. Zach's gonna jump over there, try to get that one hit. Zach goes down instead. Riven's gonna jump in here now. It's gonna go ahead and get that shut down over there. We see a 3v3 now. Riven getting there. 2v3, 1v3. Possibly can we get out of here? We'll see. We get 3 asleep over here. Lilith's gonna really focus in on this Riven, try to at least get the Riven, but might go ahead and get down for that. Might have to suffer now. They're gonna run over here, try to hide behind this grass and these rocks. Possibly channel. They know they're out cornered, outdone. They're running over here. These 3 champions are still focusing. And we're gonna go ahead and see Liliana go down. So these 3 champions now fairly low are gonna come up here, take those minions, possibly push forward up here. Yeah, it looks like 1, 2, possibly 3 focusing on this tower. They're really gonna focus in on the tower here. You see a blue turret gets destroyed over here. Misfortune and Zach against this Yorick. The red turret gets destroyed down at the bottom like we saw. Yorick running. Zach channeling. Misfortune chasing. They are not letting that go. They get this turret and then they go ahead and channel home. Varus is gonna try. Doesn't stop anybody. Over here at this center over here, we're gonna see Leona's pushing forward down a little bit now. Coming back down possibly to this turret, try to get some damage in on it. We see Gaio up against Seraphine running out of there, not wanting to deal with that. We do see a Drake is up. Oh goodness. And we see 3, 4, 5 over here from Brookdale, 3 over here from STLCC, possibly more coming. They're really getting in on this Drake. That's 3, 4, 5. All right, Gaio's gonna charge in. Oh goodness, just attacks everywhere. 4 over here on STLCC side. Holy cow, that's loud for me at least. I don't know about you guys. Let me turn this down just to be sure. Lots of ults coming out. STLCC is gonna go ahead and take over here though, it looks like. Triple kills. We see 3, 4, 5, 2 left over here on STLCC, 1 on their side. Riven's really focusing on Leona. Leona goes down, turns around, focuses some more on York, tries to run out of there, not wanting to deal with that. Gets a little bit of healing. Riven's gonna go ahead and get the Yorick and then focus in on this Drake here. Gets low. Ace is gonna go ahead and come out over there. Riven's gonna focus in on this Drake, try to win against the Drake. Drake is gonna go ahead and get the Riven. Riven's gonna get the Drake over here, and the Drake is gonna go ahead and go to blue team. Brookdale's gonna go ahead and get that Drake. Oh, and they're gonna come over here. They're gonna go ahead and channel a bit. Head back over there. We're gonna see Liliana over here is gonna go ahead and go down towards more of the center lane, focus in more on these jungling creatures over here. We're gonna see Misfortune push over here with the Varus and Leona. Sees them, gonna go do some AoEs, runs back out of here, gets out of sight, not wanting to deal with that heat. Leona, Varus looking around, not quite seeing over here. We're gonna see Liliana trying to get those jungle beasts, gets that jungle beast over there. They're focusing in on these turret minions. Down over here, we're gonna see Gaio over here again with that Alistair. Sees that, they're gonna back up a little bit. We're gonna go ahead and see Riven's gonna come over here with the Gaio as well. Riven's gonna see that, kind of back up a little bit, turn around, instead kind of focus a little bit over there, runs off, doesn't really do too terribly much, don't want to deal with that. Varus comes over this middle lane. We're gonna go ahead and see Yorick over here. Gets that, goes, alright, back to the center lane. We're gonna go and see these minions down at this bot lane. We see Gaio's looking around over here. Finally we get a fight in this mid lane. 4 of them against Leona. There's 4v1. They tag team over here. Leona's running as fast as she can, can't really do much, and they go ahead and go down on Leona. 4v1 is not an easy combo. But we're gonna go ahead and see 3 of them come over here from STLCC. Varus, Gaio, Liliana, they're gonna go ahead and use those range attacks. And we're gonna go ahead and see Brookdale's gonna back up just a bit over here. They're not wanting to deal with that, so they're gonna come down to this bottom over here and come towards this big boss. It looks like we're gonna start seeing. STLCC looks a little scattered up here. We got one in this mid lane, one up at this topper mid to low jungle area, one in this top jungle area, just getting a couple little extra things. Gaio over here on his own side mission, going back up towards the base a little bit in the tower. We're gonna go ahead and see, it looks like Brookdale is gonna go ahead and focus in on this big boss over here. Getting about half already since there's all 4 or 5 of them. York is gonna take this chance, run over here, it looks like, try to get a little bit of tower done possibly while they focus in. Blue team is gonna go ahead and get the Thornbound already. We're gonna see 3 of them channeling over here back to the spawn base. Leona is gonna go ahead and head up over here. We're gonna see STLCC really pushing 2 of them over here at this top, the mid lane area. Varus and Gaio gonna go ahead and get that blue turret down. Quickly gonna back up as well with that Seraphine and Zac coming in. Leona's running behind Zac, gets the Zac stun, runs out of there. It's a 4v1. Leona is not getting out of there from the looks of it. Leona goes down. Agony goes ahead and gets that one right there. Varus is gonna run back up here. We're gonna go see the Gaio's channeling. And then we're gonna go ahead and see, it looks like Brookdale is gonna go ahead and push a little bit. We're just gonna back up a little bit. We can see Yorick is also not dealing with that. Backs up. We see channeling over here. Varus against the Seraphine and Alistair backs up a little bit, lets the minions take some of that heat. Zac's gonna come up here as well. We see the guy on the Riven kind of dealing with stuff together. Not sure if they want to deal with each other. They both back up. Gaio's chasing that Riven. Riven's backing up a little bit, not too terribly much. We see the Varus against the Seraphine and Alistair trying to protect this tower the best he can. Doesn't go after them, knows that's probably not the best idea. Liliana and Leona over here. We're gonna go ahead and see Yorick against this Misfortune, kind of chasing down, dealing with these minions, backing up a little bit, dealing with minions, chasing down Misfortune. Misses that stun ring, chases after Misfortune. Zac comes in and he's trying to help that Misfortune. You get that Misfortune ult out. She gets a good bit, but not totally. She teleports out, and we're gonna go ahead and see Yorick is gonna go down over here, but we're gonna see 3 from STLCC on this bottom lane. The Riven's asleep over here, gets taunted, goes down quickly. Are they gonna get this tower with those 3 over here? While this one comes up over here, Liliana's pushing forward, getting those minions down so they can focus on tower. Tower goes down. Gaio starts channeling. We're gonna see Varus and Leona are gonna push forward here. Liliana's gonna go ahead and focus more on that jungle. We're gonna go ahead and see Alistair's pushing forward. Channeling finishes over here. Misfortune and Bart over here. Seraphine, Alistair, all of them coming over here. We see this 2v3, and it's now a, yep, goes down from 3v3 to 2v3. Now we're at a 4v3. Varus gets half. Leona goes down. We're gonna go ahead and see Fia goes down. We're gonna go ahead and see Jen goes down. We're gonna, oh goodness, that 3 over here now. They're gonna push up more on this bottom lane. We're gonna see Gallo over here on the mid lane over here, pushing forward with these minions. Backs up pretty quickly, just gets the minions and backs up. We don't see really any more pushing from that. Gaio's gonna head more towards this bottom lane as well, it looks like. We got one on this top lane with that Yorick still pushing forward. Looking pretty low here on the tower economy on both sides. It's getting pretty close here. Gaio's pushing forward here, getting these couple minions on this bottom lane. We're gonna see, it looks like Brookdale's gonna focus in on this Drake now. Really pushing forward to get it right away. Drake's now already at a 3rd. Gaio, not quite sure, going back and forth here. We see the Seraphine is gonna teleport. The Cloud Drake is obtained by blue team for the Brookdale. Gaio is gonna kind of push a little bit there, do some damage, backs up. We see 3 over here on this lane over here. We're gonna see Liliana's pushing forward, getting some jungling done over here. We see Yorick back and forth, puts down a little beacon there. We see this Misfortune pushing up. With this Liliana, it's gonna go ahead and focus more on these jungle folk over here. We see Gaio's running around over here with Riven and Alistair. Riven and Alistair backing up a little. Leona and Vorka coming into Varus coming in to help. Don't see really too much need, so they back up a little bit. Leona helps a little bit over here with this Gaio. Coming in over here, we see Yorick trapped in his own ring. Nope, he just uses the ring and just doesn't catch anybody. Backs up into the grass. Misfortune and Zac there. Zac starts channeling. Yorick's gonna go ahead and back up. Just barely doesn't get hit by that. Dodges out of that ability. So we're gonna see Zac and Misfortune kind of back up over here. Yorick's gonna go ahead and take a side lane over here with Varus. They're gonna go ahead and meet up. See that Alistair. Alistair's gonna try to run. Liliana's said not today. That 4v1 now. 4v2. Zac's coming in. Seraphine comes in. They're really focusing on over here. There's Misfortune over there with that ult. There's 4v4 here. Yorick low. They come in here. They get that Zac. He's going to go down. Seraphine's going to back up over here. Everybody pushing forward. We're going to see some channeling over here. Leona's kind of push forward. Backs up pretty quickly. He's like, not my fight today. We see channeling. And Liliana's going to go ahead up here. We're going to go ahead and see Leona as well. Is looking around, trying to see if they can find anything to go for. We see over here with the Gaio, though. They're fighting a Riven at this tower. Gaio pretty low. Riven is as well, but backing up. See if the minions get it. Riven doesn't quite get hit by the minions. Liliana is going to go ahead and, hey, not dealing with that. I know I was here to jungle. I'm going to go after you, though, because you decided to make a mistake. Really chasing this Riven while the Riven's running and healing. Riven's just booking it. Liliana decides it's not worth the hassle. Riven's going to go ahead and run out of there, try to get some extra healing done. We're going to come down here. Gaio's channeling. Since Yorick is going to be here to take over a little bit, it looks like. Leona and that Varus not seeing too terribly much. They're going to come back over to this mid lane where this Alistair is starting to pull up. Alistair quickly backs down, though. We're going to go ahead and see Yorick is going to go at these minions. Not push forward, though. He's going to back up and wait for his minions to go ahead. Seraphine comes out, starts attacking the minions. So good play over there from Yorick, possibly. Seraphine really tearing through these minions, not letting that happen. We're going to see some channeling over here. Head back to that spawn to get that. Gaios coming over here, defending this tower. Tower's going to get low. Hopefully these minions don't get it. Gaios going to make sure the minions stay down there, though. Varus in the center lane a little bit. We're going to see Riven really focusing on the minions down. Yorick pushing in, seeing these little minions, fight some minions. Back up here at the top, looks like we might be having a little bit of a fight soon here. Leona is just doing some jungling. We see Leona and Varus fighting these minions. Leona getting that level up. Down here at the bottom, let's look over here. Yorick against the Seraphine and Riven. Oh, and the Zac comes in last second. And we're going to see them go down over here with the Brookdale pushing in pretty quickly over towards this mid lane area. STLCC, they got 4 over here on this big boss. Focusing in, they're going to back up a little bit. They're going to go ahead and see the Alistair and the Misfortune. Focus in on Alistair a little bit. Leona's going to come in here. Oh, ult. Leona goes down over here. We're going to go ahead and see who gets low over here. Leaves it at a 1v5. They're going to go ahead and back out of there pretty quickly for STLCC and turn around. And Brookdale is going to go ahead and start focusing in on the boss here. STLCC with 1 champion left. The others all on cooldown to respawn. With another 24, 28, and 20 seconds on these ones. It's going to leave Brookdale to go ahead and get Baron Nashor. It's going to leave 4 of them the channel over here. Misfortune's going to head up to the top here, get these minions out this top lane. Push forward a little bit with her minions, since there is still a tower technically over here to get. Instead, it's just going to go ahead and channel. We're going to see Lilia is going to go ahead and push forward, backs up. We see that Riven up there at the top, possibly looking to go after Liliana. Possibly not. They use that stun beacon. Riven's going to focus in on Liana. Liana's running out of here. Super low health. Just a little bit. That Riven gets sleeps, though. Yorick is going to come over here, try to help out a little bit. Puts up the stun ring. Seraphine and Alistair booking it to try and meet up with the Liliana. Liliana's going to get low. They're going to come over here. They're going to see her. Liliana teleports forward, avoids that. Unfortunately, Liliana does not make it back out. Gets stunned. We're going to see Yorick, Leona, and we're going to see, ooh, looks like it was a 5v2 there. Stranger goes down, leaving that 5 to come down here. 4 of them are going to go down to this bottom lane. Coming over here, they see another dragon to spawn. It looks like they're going to do a 5-stack on this dragon over here. Dragon's quickly losing over here. STLCC 1 at the top lane. They're going to get that Cloud Drake. Focus in a little bit over here. 4 of them coming back over to this mid lane, it looks like. Leona pushing in. Getting to the back over here. Not going to deal with that. It's going to go ahead and look around a little bit. Backs up. Looks like Varus is going to look a little bit over here. Back up. 3, 4... Possibly, yep, 4 of them. We're going to go ahead and get that sentry turret. 5 of them are going to push in here. Oh, goodness. We see ult after ult after ult come out over here. And see STLCC is going to get 2 champions down. 1 goes down over here. There goes the tower turret. We're going to go ahead and see... Oh, goodness. A red inhibitor goes down. Slowly start backing out a little bit over here with the champions coming back. Alistair, fairly low on health here. Comes back. Seraphine's going to get that heal in over here. They're going to back up pretty quickly, it looks like, over here. 2 of them over here. 3, 4 coming over here to this red tower on this bottom lane. STLCC back and forth over here. We're going to go see all 5 of them push up from the bottom lane here. Yorick and Gaio trying to keep this front line. This tower's going to start taking damage. Start going to get hit a bit more, down more and more. Seraphine backing up. Red turret gets destroyed. Another inhibitor still now. Holy cow, they get cornered over there. 4 or 5 of them get that red inhibitor. We're going to see Leona, Galab, and Varus kind of focusing in a little bit over here, trying to get these minions at the very least. We're going to see some channeling over here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All of them channeling back to the home over here. Leona, Gallus left to deal with the minions now. Leaving STLCC a little bit strangled here now. With only 2 towers over here. 2 towers here, and the red inhibitor. Leaving them with a lot of ground to cover if they want to get over and win this. We're going to see them kind of focusing on this middle lane a little bit. 2 of the champions coming in, pushing in fast. A 3rd champion comes and joins them over here at mid lane. possibly a fourth. Yep, and we're gonna see Zach over here starts channeling a little bit on his ability, so can jump over here. They're gonna run over here. We're gonna see very different fights over here. Really pushing up towards this top lane. Gaio's gonna come in. He's gonna see them, backs up and goes, oh no, I'm cornered here. Now there's 4 of them on Gaio. Pushes in really strong here. Gaio goes down real fast. We see Liana, Yorick dealing with this Riven in this tower. They're gonna back up just a little bit. This tower is gonna go down real fast though. Varus gets stunned. Yorick is going down. Lilith goes on. Oh goodness gracious. We got a 5v3 here with that tower. We get a charm. Yorick goes down this way. We can see Liliana goes down. Yorick's running for it, trying not to get hit. These 5 come in here and just absolutely tear through here. They're gonna get another turret here. Possibly, yep. And then we're gonna see one go down from STLCC. That is the whole team down. They're gonna focus in on this turret, turn around. They're gonna see this inhibitor and absolutely just go at it, demolish it. STLCC with all their champions down is not gonna be able to fight against that, unfortunately. And that is gonna be game 2. Is gonna go ahead and go to Brookdale. I believe that means we're going to go to a 3rd game because I believe it is best of 3. So we will be back fairly shortly.
tower. Every 4 computers now have primary control of critical vehicle functions.
Alright, everybody, who's ready for this third and final game for the night? I know I am. I am tired, but I am excited to see where we go from here. Looks like STLCC is back to blue. Hopefully that won't throw me off too bad. We got that pause timer. Give me 5 seconds and we'll be back, hopefully. Alright, back in. Just missed a couple things. Literally nothing has been missed. But anyways, welcome back. Alright, starting off strong. Looks like Gallo is gonna get a second of freeze frame time here, but going back to that mid lane. We'll see Tom Kench over here at this top lane. Bottom lane looks like we might have Karma and Jinx. And I think Kindred is gonna be our jungler, so we'll see where he goes with that. I do believe he is the jungler, so. Anyways, as you heard, I'm welcome to Summoner's Rift. Gaio's gonna run over here, hide in this grass. We're gonna go ahead and see Void Bear pushing in. Looks around. They're looking around, not seeing too terribly much here. And see Tom over here as well, hiding. Not anywhere near the towers, interesting enough. We do see a ping over here come out from STLCC. I believe that is them trying to ping where people are. Could be wrong. I think that's pings. We see Karma and Jinx hiding over here. Yeah, Alistair hiding over there.
Minions have spawned.
Minions start spawning now, so now we're kicking in. And we see Oriana right here. Look at that dainty little walk. I bet she could beat people up, though. We see Void Bear coming over here, looking around, trying to see if they can find anybody. Nothing so far. STLCC waiting by their towers. We'll see some locked jungling content. Kindred's already going to start going around looking. Sees a little bit of jungling coming in. We're going to start with that. Over here, we see Karma and Jinx with this Alistair and Ashe hiding in this grass while Alistair and Ashe are waiting for somebody to make a move. They come out right over here with those minions. Push back a little bit, hide, come forward over here, not too terribly much. Jump over here to this mid lane. We'll see Gallon with this Oriana. Looking around, Oriana backs up over here. We'll come over here, that Talk and that Set over here. Tom, Ken, and Set. Minions going down left and right over here. One goes down. Tom backs up, waiting for the minions to come back up with Set. We'll come back down here towards this bottom over here. Karma and Jinx dealing with those minions with Alistair and Ashe backing up a little bit. Ashe is taking some damage. Karma a little bit, but not as much. Back at this mid lane, we see Gaio and Oriana kind of back and forth and over here. I believe that's an Oriana creature over there with this little bubble, but they're gone. We see Jinx and Karma pushing forward towards this tower. Alistair is going to push forward, get some of these minions back up. Ashe is going to take some good damage here. We're going to go ahead and see Gallo is going to go ahead and back up a little bit. Oriana really focusing in on these minions over here on STLCC side. We're going to see Tom over here is going to push these minions a little bit. Just kind of going back and forth. Not quite fully sure what's happening over here. We see focusing more on jungle, it looks like, over here with Brookdale. Gaio's going to go ahead and back up. About half here. Is going to go ahead and take that. Heals up a bit. Backs up. Oriana's pushing back up. We see we move off the towers a little bit here, it looks like. We're going towards jungle more. Kindred and Karma over here. Alistair and Oriana with this Ashe trying to push in. It's a 3v3 against this jungle beast. Gallo's going to go ahead and push in as well. Kindred's going to go ahead and get that first blood. They're chasing down this Ashe. Ashe is going to go ahead and go down, focusing on that. Looks like they're going to go ahead and get 2 champions down over here. Push in a bit more. Kendra's going to focus in on this jungling a bit. Back and forth. Karma and Jinx are going to go ahead and push back over here towards this. Gaio's going to stay in this center lane. Orianna's going to be pretty low here. Gaio kind of back and forth chasing. We see Tom and Set over here fighting back and forth with these minions and each other. Tom's going to go ahead and get that hit. Set's going to go ahead and chase him. Tom pretty low, backs up, turns back around to go hit that Set. Gets a little bit of healing there. Not too terribly much happening at this moment. We see Kendra's kind of waiting in over here at this. We see Ashe kind of pulling up as well to help. Kindred's going to go ahead and hide over here. It's going to go ahead and channel, looks like. Possibly going to go ahead and head back to the base. Go ahead and get some heals in. Alistair and Ashe pushing in a little bit over here. Towards these minions in this tower. We see Tom is running back over here, not wanting to get down by that Set. Hits up that tower just to get that little extra bonus of HP health. Set's going to push in. He's going to go ahead and get... Unfortunately, Set is going to go ahead and get our Tom there. Going to go ahead and back up quickly to his tower, though. Gallo is going to go ahead and work here with this Orianna. Possibly focus in. Gets a couple hits. Backs up a little bit. You see Kindred's going to go ahead and go up towards this top over here with this Void Bear over here. I believe that's their jungle. We're going to see over here the minions start getting to the tower over here. Going to push in with their Tom over here for STLCC. Dragon is spawn. We're going to see Gallo and Kindred dealing with the center and Orianna. Down here at the bottom lane, we got Karma and Jinx dealing with Alistair and Ashe. Pretty even over here so far from the looks of it. We see Tom Kench over here dealing with the minions now. We come back down over here. We see Alistair and Ashe kind of dealing with no minions over here. Jinx and Karma having to focus in a little bit on the minions. Minions getting pretty low on their little fights over here. Gallo's going to go ahead and deal with a little bit more than half health over here, taking down these minions. Going back up to this top over here, looks like Set and Tom are going to go ahead and start interacting again. Go down here. Karma and Jinx focusing in on the Alistair and Ashe. Alistair and Ashe trying to keep their distance, but Jinx and Karma having those distant long-range attacks are going to be able to help more. We see Kindred over here, kind of in the back, hiding a little bit, debating kind of what to do. And then we see Gaio is going to go ahead and come down as well. Throw down a little beacon, heads back up over here. Over here at the top, we're going to go ahead and see Kenj and Set are both back and forth dealing with stuff over here. We see Kindred's going to go ahead and slowly be taking down this dragon over here. Throws up a little bit of a beacon, I believe that is. Down here we see Alistair and Ashe dealing with the Jinx and the Karma. Karma's going to go ahead and get targeted by that Alistair. And we're also going to see the Void Bear is going to come in over here. Karma and Jinx, seeing that, are going to quickly back out. Karma's going to go ahead and get rooted, though. Tunneled a little bit there. Karma's going to back up pretty quickly there. Jinx taking a little bit of damage. Blue team is going to go ahead and get that Drake there. They're going to push forward a bit over here as the Alistair, Ashe, and Void Bear back up. Over here, we're going to see the Galio and the Orianna again. And we're going to go ahead and see this Tom is going to go ahead and get pretty low. Runs back to his tower just to get that HP and the attack bonus. Set is not letting him go, though. And he's just going to go ahead and focus in. Set's going to keep pushing forward here, though. Turns back around, decides, nah, I'm just going to take a couple hits at this tower. Backs up a little bit. Lets his minions attack a bit more. Really focusing in on here, not wanting to let that tower drop. We're going to see Karma and Jinx over here, though. We're going to go ahead and be able to focus in on this tower. Alistair comes in, sees that Jinx is going to go ahead and go to the round side of that tower. They're just going to keep focusing on this tower. Alistair's just kind of back and forth here, waiting for a teammate, I believe, or minions before interacting here. Not much is going to happen there. We're going to go ahead and see down over here. Set's going to teleport in. Over here at this top, we're going to go ahead and see Gaio is going to channel back home. Orianna focusing on minions. Kindred's going up towards here with that Void Bear. Back towards this tower. Set is going to take out these minions up to this tower. Tom is going to go ahead and get back there, though. And Set's going to go ahead and take a side route here, it looks like. While Kindred is focusing in a bit on some of these jungle beasts. We're going to see Gaio is going to head in towards with Orianna. Throws down a beacon. Backs up a little bit. Orianna heads over here. We're going to see Void Grubs spawn now with Void Bear, Alistair, and Orianna kind of in this general area. Void Bear and Set are going to go ahead and interact. Alistair's going to wait in that grass there and wait. Gaio's going to go ahead and back and forth with Orianna. Not going to get too much. We're going to see Ashe down here at the bottom, just kind of fighting all these minions down here, possibly getting eyes. Jinx is going to go up. We're gonna go ahead and see a Gaio as well as the Kindred fighting over here with this Golem over here. These Void Grubs are getting pretty low, but we got about 3 over here. Khan is gonna go ahead and teleport in. It looks like Void Bear's gonna focus in with that set. He's running out. We're gonna see ult after ult. We got a 4v2 now with that Orianna dipping out. Void Bear running, can't get out, so he's gonna go down. Set's getting pretty low. He's gonna use those attacks. Gaio's gonna run out so he doesn't get hit. There's Set and the Orianna are together now. We're gonna see that Gaio's booking it out of there so he doesn't go down. We're gonna see Kindred and Karma down here as well as that Tom. Focusing a bit on that Orianna. Orianna's booking it out of there. Kindred's not letting that go though, as well as that hit from that Karma over there. Orianna trying to leave. Kindred's not letting that happen. Booking it, chasing. Loses line of sight, I believe, here. It's just going to start jungling again. Alistair coming out of the grass here. Alistair's going to go ahead and see Kindred. Gets that pick. Backs up. Karma's not letting that go, though. We're going to sort of see them pushing forward a little bit here. Kindred getting that back and forth damage on that beast. Alistair said, I'm targeting now. They're going to use that jump boost. Kindred's going to go ahead and go over. We're going to go ahead and see 2v3 here, it looks like, with that Set joining in. Kindred and Karma running in there. Galadin coming in as well. We see Orianna in the very back as well. They're backing up, running back and forth here. Everybody stays up. We're gonna go ahead and see this Void Bear gets knocked a bit. He's very low. Let's see if they manage to catch up and get that hit. Gallo's gonna go ahead and get that backs up real quick. Beautiful plays there. Jinx over here on this tower. Ash kind of back and forth looking at the tower, worried about what to do. Tower's getting pretty low over here for Brookdale, it looks like. But Jinx is going to start backing up because she ran out of her minions here and not wanting to lose too much here. She's going to go ahead and back up. Be careful. Gaio is going to go ahead and push back more on this center lane here. He's going to take his minions with him. Not seeing any other minions on their side. He's going to go forward here, start doing some attacks. Got some good damage there with that one attack. Back and forth here. He sees the champions come back and he runs back out. We're going to see Jinx really focus on that tower. Gets the first turret and is booking it back out of there. Jinx is gonna go ahead and back and forth here. Orianna chasing down this Gaio a bit. Up here at the top, we're gonna go ahead and see this Kench and the Set back and forth. Having a great time they've been playing this volleyball with, kind of. Gaio and Orianna are really gonna focus in on each other now. Looks like over here we're gonna have the Jinx and possibly Kindred. No, Karma looking around here. Alistair, I believe, knows that there possibly is somebody there, but is not quite sure where, so he's gonna go on out. Jinx channeling over here, go back to base. We're gonna see the Karma and the Gaio come out over here. The Orianna, the Void Bear, and the Alistair chasing with that Ash. Is gonna be a four group there, possibly splitting up, it looks like. Over here we're gonna go ahead and see Kindred focusing in on this jungle beast, just really getting those extra jungle points for everybody. We're gonna go ahead and see Set is pushing in over here. Kench is gonna really struggling over here with this tower. Set's really tearing into Kench. Kench is gonna go down again over here. That's gonna back up, take that tower damage, push forward since those minions are there with him, and he's just possibly gonna sacrifice a little bit here just to get this turret. Is he willing to make the sacrifice? Looks like he's gonna back up a little bit, seeing as there's extra minions. He is gonna get a level up though. Possibly get this tower, but we're gonna run over here to see this fight over here. We're seeing the Kindred with the Jinx and the Karma. Yep, that blue turret gets destroyed over there. We're gonna see the Drake spawn. It's gonna be 4 of them over here with STLCC. And 4 over here with the Brookdale. 3 going over there looking around while Kindred focuses in on the Drake as well as the Jinx. We see Gaia looking around, not seeing too terribly much, backs up a little bit. We see they're going to go ahead and get that Infernal Drake, and then they're going to run over here to this center lane over here. Look around, see that there's a couple here, focus in on those minions. Ocean brings back life. We're going to see Kench is going to back up a little bit knowing his turret is destroyed, but he's going to focus in on these minions. We'll come over to the center. We're going to see some channeling as well as Karma and Jinx pushing up a little bit here with this Ash and this Orianna. They start focusing in a little bit on the turret, but then the Ash and the Orianna say, not today. As well as Gaio is going to go ahead and switch his bottom lane, it looks like, over here. We're going to get these minions. We're going to see Set is right there. Gaio's going to be like, not today for me. Karma and Jinx are going to back up over here. We're going to go ahead and see Kench is focusing in on the little guys with Kindred jungling over here. Over here, we're going to go ahead and see a teleport out. Jinx pushing in with this center lane with Gaio running back to the turret. Set's going to go ahead and take this little moment to hide in the grass while Gaio waits for the minions. Back over here, we're going to go ahead and see Jinx with that Ash and the Alistair, both long-range characters, and then the Alistair. We see a channeling in over here from, I believe, Kindred. As we're pushing forward here, Jinx is going to sit by this tower and just wait a second. We're going to go ahead and see our Kench over here running from these minions while this Orianna kind of chasing a little bit. Karma doing a little bit of tower damage. Jinx over here pushing towards these minions. We got nobody on this bottom lane. And Set's going to go ahead and really just push that offensive there since he has his minion friends with him. Going to focus in on these minions, take down the little minions. Going to get a level up there. We're going to see over here as well, they're going to be pushing a bit on this tower. Jinx tried to push a little bit. Alistair said no thank you. Some jungling going over here with both Kindred and Void Bear. Go over to this top. Kench is slowly getting back up on this top lane with Alistair and Ashe against this Jinx and this Karma over here on the mid lane. Slowly but surely getting these minions fighting back and forth. Not quite doing too terribly much. Turret plating falls down, so we're seeing Gaio is going to fight with the Set here, but unfortunately that turret is going to go down. The Set is not giving room though. Kindred's coming to help the Set, the guy over here, and they're really going to push in over here a bit. Work together against this Set while both running away. We're going to see the Jinx and the Karma really sticking close to this turret. We're going to go ahead and see, look, Kench and the Orianna against each other. Orianna is booking it, not wanting to deal with that too terribly much. We're going to see that long attack though. Orianna gets some teammates to come help. Now it's a 4v1, and unfortunately that catfish is going to go down super fast. But we're going to go ahead and trade out here on STLCC side with that Jet. We're going to come back over here. We see Jinx is coming back towards the center, running up towards here, trying to take this advantage time that she has between Champion's death. Backing up a little bit with the minions. We're going to come over here. We see that Void Bear again with the jungling. Ashe not pushing too terribly hard on here. We see Rift Herald has spawned, so we'll be seeing more from both sides soon. We see Kindred over here. We see a shutdown come down. Set pushing in really strong here. Not going for a turret, just kind of hiding down here at this bottom jungle area. As we see the Jinx and the Karma pushing in a bit over where he's at. He's going to come just loop around, look around, doesn't see too terribly much. He's going to start focusing in over here on this turret. He's going to go ahead and get a good couple hits in at least before Jinx gets over here, it looks like. Now he sees the Jinx. He's going to back up real quick with that Karma. They're both going to, like, target in on him, but possibly not get too much. Anyways, we're going to go ahead and see Brookdale over here is going to get 3 on this Void guy. 4 now with that Void Bear. They're really just going to go ahead and go through this boss. We're going to go ahead and see the Set down here is just chilling in his own lane, thriving. Red team over here, which is going to be Brookdale, is going to go ahead and get the Rift Herald. That is going to give them a bonus monster, basically. We see the minions fighting in the center lane. Jinx was going to channel. She starts channeling here. She's going to go ahead and head back, it looks like. We're going to go and see Kindred jungling over here. We go back down here. Karma as well as Gaio are kind of going towards this Set. Focusing in more on these minions right now. All this Set is going to go ahead and channel back home. As well as that. We see the Ashe is jungling a little bit with that Void Bear. Jinx coming back out from the spawn there. We see a channel out. Kench is going to go ahead and work on these little guys. Maybe possibly push in, possibly not. We don't know yet. Jinx coming back towards the center lane. We see Gaio kind of walking around, just trying to look around. It looks like possibly here for some stuff. Kindred's over here getting this big old jungling boss. I'm gonna go ahead and see Karma and Jinx pushing up here with this. Ooh, possibly a 4v2 over here with the Alistair, Orianna, and Ashe. Set possibly back and forth, but we're gonna see another one join for STLCC with that Kindred. 4v5 now over here, but then they're gonna summon the Void Beast. We're gonna see 5v5. Everybody's over here. All or nothing, I suppose. Especially with the new Drake up. We're going to see Gaio's going to go ahead and get a little stunned over there. They're going to focus in on Gaio. Gaio's going to get low over here, but he's going to go ahead and heal up a little bit. Gets really low. We're going to go ahead and see Gaio goes down over here for STLCC. We see another one goes down, though, for... we're going to trade out back and forth. 3, 4 down on Brookdale. 1 down on STLCC. 1v5 here, basically, here, and Set is going to go ahead and go down. A lot of work there, but STLCC is going to go ahead and take that. STLCC now is going to focus in on this Drake with all of them here. Jinx going in over here a little bit, possibly pushing this tower. Gets these minions a little bit. Yep, definitely going to push this tower over here. STLCC, the other 3 forward, focusing in on this Drake right here. Drake's going to go ahead and go down. Ocean Drake. Beautiful. We're going to go ahead and see Set is going to go ahead and channel. We're seeing 2 channeling in. Alistair coming in, backing up a little bit. STLCC diverging again. We're getting more channeling back home to go to the shop. We see Kindred comes in over here just to defend the center lane real quick. We see Gaio is going to go ahead and push in while Kindred starts to go on a side adventure of jungling again. We see the Void Bear over there slightly. Gaio is going to come in over here, sees the Orianna, backs up a little bit, uses his range, backs up more. We see Kindred off on his side quest to jungle. We see Kench is slowly pushing forward with his minions over here. Going over here, Gaio's going down towards the bottom. Jinx kind of gets stunned for a second, backs up over here. We see Kench is slowly pushing. We see these 2, possibly 3 or 4 champions from Brookdale pushing in. Set's definitely pushing in over here with these minions. We see Kench is going to go ahead and push forward as well. He gets a couple minions, but he's going to quickly back up, not wanting to deal with that set. Dealt with that before. We see the Void Bear come in as well to help deal with that set. Kench is going to go ahead and get stunned there. Keeps trying to channel out, gets stunned twice. Teleports in. Kindred's coming to help. Now we got 2v3 now here. Kench pushing in a little bit now with the help of that Kindred. Set and the Void Bear running out of there, not wanting to deal with all that. Set's pushing forward. Set's getting low. Set is not quite down. He gets that bonus health again. We're going to go ahead and see the Kindred's going to go ahead and get stunned, rooted, everything up and back and forth. And we're going to see one go down, 2 go down over there on Brookdale. 3 going down over here on Brookdale. Alistair on the run is 3. Champions chase him. Another one on the back burner. And Kindred teleporting home. Everybody has decided not quite worth the chase, and they're going to turn back around. Kench over here is going to go ahead and channel, just teleport a bit forward. Turns around, not quite, going towards that tower. Is going to turn around and actually starts focusing on the tower now, using that bonus time. The minions are going to start spawning though, so they're going to back up. We're going to go ahead and see. They're coming back towards this boss that just spawned as they were having to be there. We're going to go ahead and see 4 of them stack over here on this as the 5th one comes over in. The Kindred's quickly making it over to get to this jungle boss. Changes his mind, is heading towards that center lane, it looks like, while these 4 focus in on this boss here. And they're going to go ahead and get Thornbound at a can. We're going to see Kindred focusing on the center lane, just trying to make sure nobody gets that turret too far. Get some minions, get some extra gold from those minions. Nothing down here really on this bottom lane, mostly just that top lane. See Kindred goes back to jungling up here. We see 2 channeling over here, headed back towards the spawn over here. A 3rd one with the Orianna. And we're going to go ahead and see, it looks like Brookdale's going to go ahead and start dispersing again, taking down the minions. This tower has gone down. Did not note that. Maybe I got a little too distracted with that. That's my bad. But we're going to come down here. We see that Kindred's channeling back home now. Jinx slowly headed towards the center lane just to keep it maintained. Pushing forward, gets these minions, gets a couple minions. Alistair and Ashe pushing back. Jinx just gonna sit here for a second, wait for the minions to come back. Set's gonna push forward a little bit over here, get these minions, push towards the tower. We do see Kench and Kindred pushing this way a bit though. Set's gonna go ahead and see possibly the Kench, yep, and they're gonna focus in on the minions a bit more over here before they start interacting with each other, it looks like. Yep. Kench is going to start running. Set's just going to keep pulling him back, though, not letting him get too far. Kench is booking it out of there. Set gets a little stunned. Channeling in over here. Teleports in. Interesting choice from what we've seen. Jinx is going to come over and possibly help. Yep, and so is the Karma. We see Kindred, so that's 4v1 over here, possibly. We see huge teleport over here. Set not dealing with that. Says, I'm not going down. We see over here now, Orianna's going to push the center lane. Over here, we got most of them on this bottom lane, actually, over here. Gaio is about to possibly have a fun time with a bunch of champions. We see 3 of STLCCs coming back down here, though. Set hidden in that bush, gets spotted. We see Kindred's going to interact with this jungle beast. We see fight back and forth, back and forth. We're going to see one go down from STLCC. We're going to see 2v4, 3v4 over here. But they're not going to interact. There's 5 of them over here now. STLCC 1 in the bushes, 2 in the bushes. Kindred over here looking around, channeling back home. We're going to see Gaio back and forth, not quite wanting to interact too much, but wanting to keep people out of the way. Jinx is going to come back towards the center lane, try to get that Set, focus in on the minions more. Ooh, Set's going to use that ult, get a good chunk of Jinx's health there. Jinx is going to channel back home, though, not to get down there. I see Gaio's gonna try to take over a bit over here. Helps out a little bit with that Kindred down here jungling. Dragon has spawned. We're gonna go ahead and see. It looks like Brookdale's gonna focus in on that dragon while STLCC's fighting over here. They're gonna take Kindred and Karma over there. We're gonna go ahead and see that Dragon is gonna go ahead and get slain over here by Brookdale. They're gonna go ahead and take the rewards for that. Gaio and Karma grouping together are gonna go down here a bit with this Kindred, it looks like, possibly. We'll see how they split from there. Jinx just managing the center lane with Kim is gonna go ahead and get that turret right there, get those minions, quickly backs up seeing those guys, not wanting to have to deal with that. It goes, just dodges there, just barely. You see the Jinx still managing here, uses some distance attack, does a little bit of jungling here with those beasts. We see 3 of them over here from Brookdale, it looks like, not too happy that their jungle has been taken a little bit. We're gonna see another champion down in the center lane while Jinx waits for the minions. 2 of them over here on this bottom lane, it looks like Kindred and Gaio. Waiting to see if things pop up. Kindred probably waiting for the jungling. Gaio's gonna possibly push here. Yep, possibly back and forth, waiting for the minions a little bit more. But we're gonna go ahead and see Gaio pushes in. Kindred's waiting in the bush just for a sneak attack. Karma's waiting over here with Jinx. We're gonna go ahead and see 2 of them come over here. Most converging over here. We're gonna see Kench is over here with Set once again. 1 goes down over there on Brookdale from possibly this fight over here. Let's come over here and see this. Yep, a lot going on here. We got Kindred, Gaio, and Karma after this Alistar and Orianna and the tower. Focusing in a bit more on the tower than his champions, which is valid, because I believe that is how League works. We're going to see another turret destroyed. That is leaving them with 1 more turret on the main lanes before they go in. Looks like this turret just now gets destroyed by that Jinx. And they're going to focus in on these minions. We're going to see the Kindred is going to come over here, run around, grab some jungling juice real quick. Gaio's backing up a little bit. Baron and Nashor's respond. And we're going to see Jinx over here. We're going to see just Kench is going to go ahead and just kind of keep focusing on these minions. We're going to see a couple different channelings over here. Probably running back to go grab a couple more upgrades before they possibly push. Yep, we're going to see another channeling here. Kench is going to go ahead and be pushing a bit more. And he teleports out over here. Slowly walking. Possibly waiting by, waiting by the boss. He's going to go ahead and take that good Slurpee juice there. We see them managing over here. We got 1, 2. We got champions left and right over here from Brookdale. Managing nothing on the bottom lane. Jinx is going to go ahead and come back in on this center lane over here. Or mid lane, I believe it is. Technical term. Gaio's just going to kind of push down here, look around, see if he can spot anybody. But we're going to go ahead and start getting to see some fighting in over here. Kench and Kindred against the Void Rare, Alistar, Ashe, and Orianna with that Set coming in. Bringing it was a 2v4 or 5, and now we got the Jinx and the Karma slowly pushing in too. Kindred's going to start initiating with this boss while the other 2 push in. Karma slowly making his way with that Gaio. They're going to go ahead and push, take over this boss. Kindred in the back over there, avoiding those attacks. Gaio's going to put up a quick little noise turret. They're going to go ahead and start just really focusing on the boss. Baron Nashor is going to go ahead and go down, and STLCC is going to claim that bonus there. And then we're going to go ahead and see 1 goes down over here for Brookdale. They're all running together, trying to get back to that base there. Everybody's focusing in. We see 4 of them over here from STLCC pushing forward. We see this, I believe it, yep, the Set over here on this top lane. He's channeling the run back home now that they're starting to get attacked over here. And I see 4 or 5 STLCC over here. Run over here. They get that red turret. They're quickly going to go ahead and get that first red inhibitor. Run over here possibly. Yep. They're just going straight for it. Not even waiting for minions or nothing. We see 3 of them back up. 4 or 5 of them back up. They're quickly backing out, waiting for the minions a little bit, I believe, here. We see Kindred's over here. We see the Gaio, the Jinx, and the Karma. Well, running back over here. Just get a couple more resources possibly, it looks like. But staying grouped together pretty well. They're going to go ahead and use that explosion there. We're going to go ahead and see a channeling over here. Head back home, it looks like. Possibly get a little bit more upgrades. Gaio and Karma hiding in those bushes, backing up a little bit. Jinx is going to go ahead and just take a quick jungle hit. We see them waiting in these bushes.